if you have the time. So okay, I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna recreate the Avenger poster. Okay, sa day 4 nyo, I have included these stock photos, stock images that I just got from the internet. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna load first my temporary background. Okay, naka-load na sila dyan. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna load my actual background. Okay, temporary lang kasi yan, so actual background yung ilalagay ko. So I can have this as my lower background. Maybe upper background. Okay, like that. And then ito naman dito sa baba. Okay? And maybe I can just resize this like that. At ito rin. Para mag-meet sila there. Okay. Now, it doesn't make sense for now. Yes, I agree. Okay, putol, no? Well, we will be adding more and more elements here. We can just go back to this problem later on. Okay, I can just go back to this problem anytime. For now, I'll just put them there for the sake of having a background. Okay, now I can delete the temporary background. Wala na siyang use sa akin. Next na gagawin ko is both of them share the same purpose. They are backgrounds. So I'm gonna group them together. Control G. And I'm gonna call them background. And don't forget to lock your background. Okay? Yan, nakalock na sila. Hindi ko na sila ma-move. Okay. Next na gagawin ko is I'm gonna create this V-shape. Yung V-shape kanina, yung parang sa Top Gun. I'm gonna use my rectangular tool. Okay, na shape. You can use any other shape, but for now I'm gonna use rectangle tool. Okay, what I'll do is I'll make a rectangle like this. Okay. It is white. I don't have a problem with white. I can make it blue or pink or red. Doesn't matter. Because we are gonna place an image naman dito later on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rotate this muna. Rotate ko siya like this. 45-degree angle. And I'm gonna place it here. Okay. And I will duplicate this, Control J, for the other side. Okay? But of course, i-rotate ko din yung other side para pantay sila. Yan. And I'll just find or look for the center. Saan ba yung center natin dito? Yan ba yung center natin? I think so. Okay? Ayan. Now, both of them are different layers, right? I don't want that. I want them to be a single layer. So what I can do is I can just select both of them and I can right click and merge shapes or convert to smart object. I can just convert this na lang to smart object. Okay, now we have a single layer and I can name this as top. Okay? This will serve as our top na V. Ayan. What we can do next is we can add one more and another. Ayan. There. Okay? So now we have our top and I can name this as middle and I can name this as bottom. Ayan. Top, middle, and bottom. Now, next na gagawin ko is I'm gonna place, okay? I-turn off muna natin para di tayo distracted or hindi siya distracting. Turn off muna natin. We'll work on the top layer or top na shape muna. So, gagawin ko is I'm gonna place, sino ba yung i-prepare natin? Si Thor muna. Si Thor muna yung i-place ko dito. Okay? There. Now, I want this picture ni Thor to only be visible dito sa shape, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place him on top and I will just clip this, okay? Right click, create clipping mask. Now, si Thor natin na layer is only visible dito sa ating top na V shape. Okay? Para di tayo malito. There. Now, I can rotate Thor however I want. No problem. No biggie. Ayan. There. That's another problem for later. Now, there's a much there are more pressing issues, no? What I can do next is I can place sino ba yung pair natin kay Thor? Si Hulk. Okay, let's place Hulk here. And I want Hulk Hulk to only be visible din dito, right? So what we can do is we can just clip this Hulk na photo again. Now si Hulk ay only visible dito sa V shape. Okay? I'm gonna rotate Hulk like that. There. So I'm basically done dito sa top shape natin. I can just group sila para di tayo malito. Kasi we would be adding more layers for each of these shapes, V shapes. So, dadami at dadami yung layers natin. We don't want that. We want a somehow organized na layers panel. So I'm gonna group itong sa top. And I'm gonna control G and I'll name them as top group. Okay? And we'll basically do the same sa ating middle shape, right? So, I'm gonna place there si Captain America. And si Doctor Strange. We want Captain America at saka si Doctor Strange to only be visible sa middle shape natin. So we need to put both of them on top of the middle shape. Okay? So, dapat nakapatong sila, no? So, Captain America, nasa top ng V shape, at saka si Doctor Strange. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clip Captain America first. Right-click, create clipping mask. There. And si Doctor Strange naman, right-click, create clipping mask. Yan. I'm gonna rotate. Siguro, resize din. Yan. There's gonna be another problem for another day. For now, let's just focus on what we can do or finish the task. So now, accomplish ko na yung middle V shape. Still gonna group them, the three of them. Group natin. Middle group. Gonna turn them off. Bottom V shape naman tayo. Lastly, si Spider-Man tsaka si Black Widow. Okay. Do not forget to place them on top of wherever you want them to be clipped. So, Spider-Man on top of the bottom V shape. Right-click, create clipping mask. And Black Widow, also place it on top. And right-click, create clipping mask. Resize muna natin. There. Okay. And don't forget to group them. Control G. Bottom group. Now if I turn on silang tatlo, now we have this. Okay? Doesn't look good. Yeah, understandable. It's okay. It's fine. Okay? We can make a cover up here. Kasi meron naman tayong main character, which is si Iron Man. 'Di ba? So, lagyan lang natin si Iron Man dito. Ayan. And of course, Iron Man, meron siyang sarili niyang background. What do we do about this? We mask it out. 'Di ba? We select si Iron Man. You select natin. We go to select subject, add layer mask. There. And we seem to have a problem sa ating etong area na to. The reason why it's still showing up kasi when we made a selection using subject, select subject, hindi to naging part ng selection. So hindi din siya na mask out. But it's a problem that we can easily solve, no? We just select that area. Okay? Make sure layer mask ni Iron Man yung selected. Grab your brush tool, brush it with black. Problem solved. Okay. Now I'm gonna place Iron Man here. Ayan. So somehow, no? Somehow na-cover natin yung mga problem sa likod. Ayan. So cover up natin si Iron Man. Okay. So check muna natin. Somehow ipulido muna natin yung arrangement nila. So around here, medyo problematic. 'Di ba? What I think we can do about that is kung ilagay natin si Doctor Strange dyan, ayan, short din tayo dito. Right? Ma-short din tayo dyan. What do you think would be the best approach in here? I-resize ba natin to? Yes, we can. Ayan, just like that. Resize natin. But still, na-short pa rin tayo dun. What can we do? You know what? Turn off muna natin sa Iron Man. Okay. How can we fill this? This depressing problem. Ako, pang cover up ko dyan, okay? We can cheat anyway. Duplicate ko na lang si Doctor Strange, 'di ba? I'll just duplicate him. Place it there. But I will make the duplicate behind or below. Ayan. So turn on natin si Iron Man. So doesn't look good or nor bad, no? So sakto lang. Somehow that's our cover up. We are still seeing white. That's the original background ni Iron Man, I believe. So we can just select the layer mask ni Iron Man. Make a rough selection there. Oops. Grab our brush tool, brush it with black. Okay. Now, dito may problem tayo. Well, what we can do is we can just make Captain America on top para matabunan yan. Ayan. Okay? So, problem solved. Where else? Okay, dito naman kay Black Widow. What can we do about this area? Okay? What I think we can do is same pa rin na thought dun kay Doctor Strange. I believe we can duplicate Spider-Man. Okay? There. And make the duplicate, put the duplicate below or behind para matabunan siya. Ayan. Okay? Doesn't look good, parang problematic pa rin siya. Well, what can we do about this? Okay? Is there anything that we can do to somehow make it blend? I believe so. Okay? I can just add layer mask, grab my brush tool, make my brush soft, and just brush that area out. So, somehow nag-blend siya. Okay? So, problem solved. Diyan. Ito naman si Black Widow, yung problem ko. So, if I place Black Widow here, short din tayo dun. So same thought, same thing pa rin. Control, okay, here na may problem tayo, but I don't think mahirap yan i-resolve. What we can do here is we can duplicate Black Widow, Control J, okay? Don't forget to clip him or her, right click, create clipping mask. Yan. And we just place her here. Yan. Now, coach, may problem ka dyan, no? So, kaninong layer ba yan? Ito, click lang natin using our move tool. That's the layer. This one is this layer. Now, what can we do about that? No? Or what do you think we should do? Coach, I think we should hide that. So, yan yung keyword, hide. Ano ba yung pang-hide natin? Layer mask.
Brush.
Yes, brush, no? With our layer mask. So, anti-layer mask, grab our brush tool, brush that with black. There. So, somehow, na-cover up na yung mga problems natin. So, I guess we could proceed na. So, ayan. There. So, we have our Iron Man. We have our top, middle, bottom. Okay. What else can we do about this? So, what I think we should do is, since Iron Man is yung bida dito sa poster na to, we make Iron Man stand out. Diba? We make him stand out dito. How? Well, check natin kung ano yung similarity nilang lahat. Do all of them have vibrant colors? Well, we are seeing si Captain Strange or si Doctor Strange, medyo vibrant siya. Si Spider-Man yung red, tsaka yung red ni Thor, 'di ba? So somehow it's confusing tignan kasi red din si Iron Man. So what we can do is we can maybe mute those colors behind or below ni Iron Man. So maybe we can just put a levels adjustment. Let's just try. And just decrease the brightness. Just a little bit lang. Okay? Just a little bit. Yan. Pero, naapektuhan din si Iron Man kasi Iron Man is under that levels, no? What we can do is we can put Iron Man on top of that levels. There. Right? Now, what else can we do? Okay, now that Iron Man is na-stand out na si Iron Man, what can we do? Well, una, let's inspect Iron Man. Does he look realistic or not? Because I don't think medyo realistic siya. It looks like parang nasa studio lang siya, no? He is super bright yung body niya. Masyado siyang colorful, masyado siyang vibrant. Parang galing siya sa ng studio. So what can we do? I think what we can do here is tone down, no? We play around with his lighting. Kasi there are too many bright areas sa body niya. Parang, yun nga, nasa studio siya. What can we do? We can add more levels and make some shadows for him. Okay? There. Now, this adjustment layer, I am intending to create this for Iron Man's shadow. Shadow ni Iron Man. But we all know how adjustment layer works, right? It adjusts all the layers underneath it regardless if meron kang 300 million, billion, trillion na mga layers dyan. Ma-adjust sila lahat even with just a single adjustment layer. What can we do to make sure this adjustment layer only affects Iron Man?
Eclipse, sir.
A clip, exactly, right? So yes, you can use clipping mask sa adjustment layer. You can right click, create clipping mask. Now, that shadow is only applied kay Iron Man. Now, what to do next? Surely we don't want the shadow to be applied overall kay Iron Man. So I think what we can do is to turn it off muna or to hide the effect muna, no? Make the layer mask black. Control I. Yes, the shortcut key for clipping mask is Control Alt G. Yeah. Control Alt G to, okay, to clip, unclip and clip. Control Alt G. Okay. So anyway, yan. Now naka-hide na yung shadow ni Iron Man and I want it to apply on some areas. I can just play around, no? Can just brush with white where I want the shadow to be applied. Surely it's too much, but we can just tone it down later naman, no? Yung settings dito. We can tone it later. Okay. Now, I think this is also a very good na point to showcase to you some things that you have to know about brush. I'll elaborate this later, but you can reduce the opacity or the transparency of your brush. Okay, so you can decrease the opacity to make your brush a little bit transparent. So it would produce less effect, no? And it's somehow sometimes it's very helpful or useful. So I'm just brushing on some areas I think should not have so much light. And okay, yeah. Let's say that's what we want. So this is the before, this is the after. Before, after. Anyway, what we can do next is place our oops, place our endgame logo. Avengers Endgame. Okay, on the very top now. Now, this is a topic that I can elaborate tomorrow, but basically this is how you do post-production sa mga final output mo kumbaga or final na adjustments, no? Overall adjustment of your composite, okay? So I'm gonna elaborate this tomorrow, but here's what you can do, okay? Just follow this. If you wanna redo this later, just follow as is for now. Select the entire canvas. You go to select, choose all to select the entire canvas, and you go to edit, copy merge. Basically, all of the pixels will be copied regardless if who owns those pixels, if which layer owns those pixels. So copy merge will copy all the pixels in the canvas regardless of sino ba yung owner. Now we can paste all those pixels as a single layer. So control V. Okay? Now we have this, the copy of our canvas. Now in this layer, I can name this as final version 1 because maybe I want to add another version, diba? That's going to be another final version 2. Now what I can do next is I can right click and convert to smart object. Okay? It's not really that necessary na i-convert mo, but it's more flexible this way because if you remember, smart objects can be adjustable, diba? So after converting that into a smart object, I can go to filter and then camera raw filter, and in here I can do more post production na mga settings or edit. So I can change the overall look or feel. Yan. Temperature. Ano ba yung theme nila? Ganito ba yung color? I think bluish yun eh. I think so. Anyway, now I can also increase the exposure just a little bit and the contrast. Forget the contrast. Increase some highlights. and decrease some shadow. Increase the whites. Increase the blacks para makita yung mukha nila. Doctor Strange. Lastly, texture. Pwede na rin mag-add pa ng vibrance. Okay? I think I'm good, so I'll click OK. So there. So this is the before, after. Before, after. Okay? If you think that's super complicated, let me know. But the essence lang talaga dito sa kumbaga demonstration na to is the clipping mask. Okay? Yung essence ni clipping mask. Now, I would like to make sure somehow we're good lang sa clipping mask. Kahit na wag na yung yung project na to. Yung clipping mask lang for now. Are we good on how clipping masks work? Questions?
None, coach.
None? All right. Okay. If you don't have any question, then I guess we can take na our dinner break. No, dinner break.